Here is the report of News 5 and 1PH anchor Cheryl Cosim from her exclusive interview with President Marcos. In the second installment of that conversation, Mr. Marcos talked about gut issues like education, food, and security. Let's listen in.
President Bongbong Marcos admits he is as let down as others with the K-12 program. For him, it only added costs and effort and failed on what it promised to deliver: make high school graduates ready for employment.
Noong pong nakaraang taon, you ordered DepEd to rationalize ang senior high school curriculum. Now, Senator Jinggoy wants to scrap it. Pero si Senator Win Gatchalian naman po, ang sinasabi niya ay to reduce yung college years instead. Ano po ang stand nyo dito?
It is just expressing the same frustration that I expressed in the first place. Kasi it's costing more for the parents. Sa 10 years, wala namang advantage. Wala namang naging advantage. Hindi rin nakukuha sa trabaho.
But while the K-12 is still in place, the President says the government has to make it work.
So, we'll see what the Congress will do. Basta't ang sinabi ko kay Sec. Sani,
Yes.
Angara, pagandahin natin ang husto habang nandyan pa yan.
The chief executive is also as frustrated with other issues hounding the education sector, from lack of classrooms and other facilities to teachers' shortage.
Unang-una, classroom. Sipin mo, 160,000 ang kulang natin na classroom. Paano nangyari yun? Basta't pinabayaan na lang. Kaya yung mga grade, yung mga rating natin, especially STEM subjects, pababa ng pababa. Tapos hindi marunong magbasa.
Then there are the issues teachers have to deal with, aside from being required to double up on duties and wear as many hats as possible in order to keep up with the needs of students and their schools.
May performance audit at the end of the year para sa mga teacher. So pag sinasabi, kalahati ng klase mo, bagsak, mahina kang teacher. Bababa yung performance audit mo. So kahit na hindi marunong magbasa, ipasa mo na. Yun ang nangyayari. Pero we will remedy that. The performance review is not going to be based on that. It's going to be based on the students' actual performance in tests.
Mr. President, siguro po maikling mensahe na rin para sa ating mga mahal na guro.
Basta't ang mga guro, kayo mga idol namin, kayo yung mga bayani para sa akin, asahan ninyo na alam ko na mapakabigat ng inyong trabaho. I always say, the public school teachers are the hardest working public servants in the whole of government.
On rice prices, Marcos highlighted record-breaking palay harvests from 2023 to 2025. With production up, he says lower prices are becoming sustainable without relying on subsidies.
Baka hindi alam nga ng tao na in 2023, we had the largest the largest crop of palay in the history of the Philippines. In 2024, nalampasan na natin yun. In 2025, we predict lalampasan na naman natin yun. So our production is slowly going up. Since our production is already going up, bababa ang cost of production. Ang pagbenta, kung bibili ang NFA, ang pagbenta ng NFA, pababa ng pababa. That's why I'm so confident masabi sustainable.
Magagawa po kaya yan bago matapos ang inyong termino?
The administration is not only confident of the sustainability of the Cheaper Rice Initiative, it also has big plans on making the Kadiwa program fully funded by the national government.
Eventually, I'm looking at a proposal na next year, wala nang contribution ng LGU. So sa ngayon, we are providing the volumes that are sufficient for 51% of our population. That's for now. And hopefully, we will bring it up to the point that bigas for all, it will all be 20 pesos.
Hintayin natin yan, Mr. President.
Pareho tayo.
Another gut issue for Filipinos, security. His marching order to new PNP Chief Nicolas Torre III, make Filipinos feel safe again. Patrol the streets, destroy seized drugs immediately, and restore trust in law enforcement.
Even if the statistics are telling you crime rate is down, drug seizures are up, that's not enough. People should feel comfortable to walk in the night around their neighborhood. We instigated already this new program of Cops on the Beat. And nararamdaman na kagad. That's the only way to regain the trust. And that's the only way that people will feel safe. We still have a drug problem in this country. Siyempre, pumapasok pa rin yung sabu. Hulihin niyo yung malalaki. At saka puntahan ninyo yung kung saan pumapasok. Bantayan na ninyo kasi ayokong bumalik sa merkado yan. Sirain na ninyo kagad.
Paano po rin kaya mararamdaman yan sa like the barangay level, sa communities?
Well, what is happening, because we were concentrating doon sa mga big time na drug syndicate, drug lord, may balita na bumabalik-balik sa mga barangay.
Yeah.
Yung mga small time. Kaya yung Cops on the Beat, that's the solution to that.
The third and last part of my exclusive interview with President Marcos airs on Friday, June 20. Catch it on the social media platforms of 1PH, One News, News 5, True FM, and the Presidential Communications Office. I'm Cheryl Cosim. We are One News.